I'm Brianne Foley inside the CTV Atlantic Weather Center on this Thursday, July 3rd, and let's take a look about what is happening here. So right now we do have some heat warnings in effect. We also have a thunderstorm warning in effect for parts of New Brunswick, and that's of course because a low pressure system is coming into the region, and we are going to continue to see the impacts of that. So that heat warning should end a little bit later this evening, but for today, we are going to see those high humidex values once again between that 36 and 38 feeling. So if you are heading out and about, take that into consideration, especially in the central and western portions of New Brunswick, over into Prince Edward Island and parts of Cape Breton Island, as well as northern parts of Nova Scotia and the Annapolis Valley. Now, watching our radar and satellite, we are seeing the system coming through from western parts of Ontario, and that's going to impact a little bit later into today. So we are going to see that around that noon hour. Right now, we are continuing to see it push in, and we are going to see it continue for the rest of the afternoon and into the evening. So expect to see some showers as well as some thunderstorms, especially in northern parts of New Brunswick. We could see those thunderstorms over in parts of Cape Breton as well as into parts of Prince Edward Island. Watching our humidex values at this time, again, we're already seeing an increase in those humidex values. Obviously a little bit cooler along the coastline there in Nova Scotia, where we're not seeing as much of that heat impact, but we are going to continue to see these rise throughout the course of the day. So again, not a whole lot of reprieve from the heat for today. Watching our forecast into this evening, like I said, we're going to see those thunderstorms coming through, especially in the northern portion of New Brunswick, and we're going to continue to see some increasing cloud cover. We're having some fog as well along the Bay of Fundy coastline, again with those warmer temperatures and that low pressure system coming through. We are going to continue to see a little bit of that fog coming through as well. Heading into tonight, we are going to see that system moving pretty much across into Prince Edward Island. So that's when we're going to continue to see some of that thunderstorm system coming into PEI. And then, of course, some more fog along the coastline in Nova Scotia. Overnight lows, pretty warm for this time of year, not as warm as we saw last night. So again, that heat warning will be lifted as of tonight. And we'll see some clear conditions coming through. Could see some spotty showers as well as some of those thunderstorms hanging around overnight. Now, into Friday, we are going to continue to be dealing with a bit of that low pressure, especially over in Prince Edward Island. We're going to see some of that along that Bay of Fundy coastline as well. Again, foggier conditions with that low pressure system coming through and the heat. So into Saturday, however, we should see pretty nice conditions. So we'll have to deal with a little rain for the next couple days, but then we're seeing mostly sunny conditions across the board. Could see some of those lingering thunderstorms in parts of Cape Breton on Saturday, but for the most part, we are going to continue to see that sun shining through. Now you can get your news and weather anytime by visiting ctvatlantic.ca.